Let's take a look now at today's newspapers. We're pleased to be joined by Simon Breheny, Director of the Legal Rights Project at the Institute of Public Affairs. Simon, good morning.
Good morning to you both.
What's got your attention today?
Well, it's all tax at the moment. There's so much going on. You open the pages of the Fin Review in particular, and there's just pages and pages and pages of it.
If you're not interested in tax at the moment, you'd be feeling a bit left out.
Well, I don't think you're interested in policy if you're not interested in tax.
No,
so
just go straight to the sports pages.
Yeah, well,
easy,
exactly. Hey, Hawthorn had a terrific win on Monday, so that's.
Let's talk about that for 10 minutes.
That's where I'm turning. Yeah, that's right. Look, the first cab off the rank this morning is this double Irish, this idea of the double Irish, and the Google, Microsoft, Apple hearing in Parliament yesterday.
With or without a shot of whiskey?
Yes, well, I was just discussing before I came on that maybe that's the kind of cocktail we'd like to have at 5:30 in the morning when we get here.
Exactly right.
But a double Irish, as has just been explained, I just saw the explanation, is a tax minimisation strategy. Corporates all around the world are using this at the moment. Both in relation to Ireland and in relation to similar regimes in other low tax jurisdictions.
Now look, as the point was made yesterday in the Senate hearing, a lot of this stuff, a lot of these sort of rather grumpy questions from senators really are questions that need to be asked of the government of the day, no matter who that government is. Well, you know, we're operating within the system that you have in place.
Absolutely.
What are you doing about your system?
And I mean, the reality is there's nothing that Australia can do. There's nothing that the Australian government can do about low tax jurisdictions elsewhere.
So,
I mean, companies have to be globally competitive. The reality is that it's very, very easy, particularly for these much larger companies, to move money around and say, well, you know, in this year we'll have income in Australia, in another year we'll have it in Ireland, another year we'll have it in Singapore. Those sorts of things can be done really quickly and easily by the bigger companies.
So nothing they can do?
Well, we can. What we can do is make ourselves a much more attractive jurisdiction to do those sorts of things. So essentially, it means cutting corporate tax. That's really the only way.
Turn ourselves into a tax haven.
Well, absolutely.
Well, not necessarily.
Absolutely. Bring it on.
That's what Simon's saying.
Hey, look, that's certainly something I advocate.
See?
Look, we don't need to go as far as Bermuda or Ireland or Singapore
with zero rates. Or
no.
2% rates.
That would be terrific. But if we did cut it by 5% or 10%, we'd see a massive increase in tax revenues in Australia.
Okay. Let's talk about Hawthorn, shall we? No, let's stay with tax.
That's the IPA's submission to the tax review.
Right.
That's right. I'll just take the transcript from this morning and send that straight in.
Now, speaking still on the tax front, charity taxes in the gun this morning on the Herald Sun.